But first, Australia Day this year has taught us some hard lessons we badly need to learn. For me, the most extraordinary one is this, that carrying an Australian flag on Australian Day can literally now get you arrested. It's a fact. I'll talk in a minute to a couple that had that happen to them. But are you surprised? I've never seen an Australia Day where so many people have had so much hate for this country, one of the richest, safest and more free than ever seen in human history. And if we don't start pushing back, I worry there's going to be violence. Let's remind ourselves what Australia Day is actually for. It's to remind this country of people from all around the world to be grateful and to remember that what binds us here has to be bigger than all these things that divide us. Instead, this Australia Day seemed more about the hatred for this country and about what divides us, emphasising that. More than 80 council refused to hold Australia Day citizenship ceremonies, and in Melbourne, for instance, the official Australia Day march was banned, clearing the streets for the anti-Australia march, where we saw many more Palestinian flags than Australian ones, many more Aboriginal flags as well. Same in Brisbane, same in Sydney. And in Melbourne, the marchers there were clear. They wanted the Australian state destroyed. Abolish the state, they chanted.
All right, we're going to try a new one today. I'm going to say abolish the date, and you're going to say abolish the state, okay? Abolish the date! Abolish the state!
Now, this linking of those causes, the Palestinian and Aboriginal ones, that was deliberate by the organisers. It was dangerous. Here is a speaker at the Melbourne rally suggesting Israel be wiped out.
The parallels between what happened here and what happened in Palestine are absolute. Always was, always will be. From the river to the sea.
Now, the ignorance there is amazing. I mean, in fact, Jews were actually in Jerusalem thousands of years before Palestinians and thousands of years before Islam was even invented. But here we are being lectured by extremists wanting to link their deadly causes to ours, right? And being lectured also by young know-nothings who get 5 minutes of newspaper fame by disliking Australia Day. We're also being lectured to by people who seem disgusted by their own white ancestry even and linking their cause to the Palestinian one again, by talking to someone from an immigrant family in love with every ethnic and political identity except the Australian one.
My name is Jasper Cohen Hunter. I'm a Gunung Mulambala man of the Wurundjeri Wurrung people with ancestral ties to the Noongar Ilan people of the Kulin Nations.
Hi, my name is Lana Maham. I am a Palestinian and Mauritian person living on unceded Wurundjeri Wurrung country of the Kulin Nations.
If you don't think it's ceded, then leave. I mean, seriously, you can laugh at all this, but how frightening to see mobs here inspired by a terrorist-led war against Israel and to be told that we have the same war right here. I mean, if you can't see how dangerous this is, and yet what's so irresponsible is that this hatred of Australia Day is being encouraged by the elites. Maybe they see a buck in it. Rich corporates such as Woolworths banned Australia Day. Cricket Australia refused to celebrate it, the second test, and so did Tennis Australia, the Australian Open. But again, the hypocrisy, the heads of Woolworths, Tennis Australia and Cricket Australia are all immigrants. Hey, if you guys can't celebrate Australia Day because it's so, stolen land, it's so traumatic, leave, go home, don't come. And it's all so stupid. These are people that they're demanding that history be reversed so that Australia wasn't colonised. Time doesn't work that way, guys, let me tell you, but the message from this Australia Day is now clear. Those who love Australia must, I'm afraid, fight for it. Fight peacefully, but fight. We cannot hand this country to people so full of hatred and ignorance and abuse, people wanting to divide us by race, people wanting to import ancient hatreds. The kind of people who tear down statues but build nothing themselves, don't even produce heroes of their own. The fight to save Australia from the new barbarians is on, and it's serious.